Hello, this is Wisdom Hunter. Another video for solo D&D RPG on Roll20. So, this video is going to be about the Journey DC. Now, what is the Journey DC? I first got this from Middle-earth, from the campaign Middle-earth. The Journey DC is basically setting up a particular DC for a certain part of the journey to basically set its difficulty rating. Now, I take that Journey DC and I tie it into the party level. And then I give it some, whether it's an easy part of the journey or a difficult part of the journey, there's a range that makes sense for a particular party level. And so I use that Journey DC for a lot of things. Perception checks, athletics checks, insight checks, knowledge checks, a lot of things. I just use that so I always know the DC. And then if I need to change that DC, I'll just do some advantages and disadvantages on the rolls. And I'm going to have another video on how to do advantages and disadvantages to particular rolls. And that might be another 2 or 3 videos away. There's a lot of videos I have planned. Okay, so I'm going to show you the macro that I have for the Journey DC. Okay, so here you can see the macro. It's a JDC calc, I call it. It's just to calculate the JDC. So basically it's what is the party level, and then it's going to say, okay, the JC minimum is going to be the party level divided by 3 plus 9. That's the little equation there. And then the JDC maximum for that party level is it takes that, what is the party level input again, divides it by 3, and then you add on 16. And then I throw in this random. If I just want to get like a random JDC within that range, you'll see that little equation down there. Okay, now I'm going to take you to Roll20 and show you how it works. Okay, here we are in Roll20. So I'm going to come over here to my macros, JDC calc, click on it. There you can see it again. I'm going to test the macro. So it comes out, what is the party level? Let's say the party level is 6. Click on it. Let's go into chat, see what it says. So the Journey DC calc. So the party level is a 6. So for any party level of 6, the minimum JDC would be 11. That would be really easy for a party level 6. And then a JC maximum of 18 would be a lot more difficult for a party level of 6. And it came out with a random JDC of 14. Let's say I wanted to use that JDC 14. So what I would do is, you see it over here, bottom left, I have a little plaque, JDC 13. Okay, I'm going to erase that. Come up here in my library of assets, I see a JDC 14. So I'm going to take that, put it down, make it a drawing, so I can just move it around and shape it like I want to. And now, as I go through the adventure, I just look down there and I know exactly what the JDC is going to be for this particular part of the journey. And let's say the next part of the journey, the next leg of the journey, is a little more difficult. I can raise it up to a JDC 15 or a JDC 16 or even a JDC 17 or 18. If it goes to that very final battle where they're going against the big bad, I may pull out that JDC 18, which is the maximum difficulty for a party of level 6. And so I always use that JDC. So whenever they need to do anything, foraging check, perception check, survival check, knowledge check on the area, whenever they need to do that, I just use that Journey DC 14 in this particular part of the journey. Okay, so that's what I do. Okay, this is Wisdom Hunter. This has been a video about the JDC, the Journey DC, and how it sets the level of difficulty for a certain leg of the adventure. And remember, whoever has the most fun wins.